Hello, everybody. We'll get started in about 5 minutes. We're going to do the create a scene from a magazine. So I've already selected images and such, and I have them here. And when a few more people come in, or for when somebody does come in, I will share what I've pulled aside for there. But until then, I thought I would just do a journal flip. I'm using one of the composition journal juniors, composition juniors. I think that's what they're called, junior composition book. And I've already started working in this. Hi, Anne. I've been worried about you, Anne, because I hadn't seen you in chats or anything, except I saw you in Dee Dee's. So I said, Anne must be doing okay then. It's so quiet without Carol, isn't it? I'm missing Carol. Hopefully she'll get where she's going safely soon and come back to us quickly. Hi, Marty. Hi, Pam. So let's do a flip of a few pages. I haven't done a ton. Oh, you got it. Good, good. I hope it'll work. I like those kind that are like circles because they close around the pan. I hope it'll work for you. So happy birthday again. So we did some of these pages. This is strictly a cut stuff out, glue it in. I'm not going to do any painting. I'm not going to do any of that. This is just a cut and put it in. Hi, Janet. Hi, Joyce. Welcome, everybody. And I am jumping around. Yeah, well, Anne's birthday was last weekend. During Carol's last live, we had a impromptu surprise party for Anne that she didn't know was happening. So she got woke up by Carol saying, come on with me. And then we all were like, happy birthday. So you can wish her a belated birthday. That would be fine too. Or as Pooh says, happy unbirthday. So I'm just going to flip through to the pages that we've done. Change starts with you. So eat your grains. Of course, now they're saying the grains aren't good for us to either in large amounts. Sometimes it's the little things that make the biggest difference. And I think having my bed on the beach would make a lot of things different. As long as it was a sunny day. That's not stuck all the way down. Not going to worry about it. We haven't worked in this since February. So that's why I said, well, let's do a page in there. We're only going to do one page today. That first night away. When you go to the beach, the first thing you do is just throw your stuff in, put any food you have in our refrigerator, and then go walk on the beach. At least that's been our routine. So that one worked out pretty good. And then the next one is with the Queen. This was when she passed away. So it's a bright smile. And I dated it with my stamp. February 1st was the last time we worked in here. Then we skip a few pages. I think I'm going to put clear coat on these pages and then wax them after they're dry, just so they won't stick together and the surface will be sealed. And then this one I messed up with my scraper card. And I think that was the last one. Yep. So see, we haven't done a lot in here. So I figure where there's a lot of paper here toward the front, I'm just going to open it partway in the middle of that section. And we'll do a page here. So I need to flip my book around here. And I think I'll do this page over here. All right, so let's just go through the images I pulled together real quick. And let's see. We ought to just flip the whole thing out of there. I'll need one of my shorter pieces of wax paper. I'm going to put it between these two pages. Like that. All right, is that out of the way? You guys can see what I'm doing. It is fun to do the small pages. All right, so I've got a sand castle. And I got just a random piece, and I call these fillers, where you can just fill in an area. And I thought I could put that on there and smooth that out. And then I've got this image here of like a chair on a porch with a plant, and there's a little refreshments here. And so I'm going to put that down here. Actually, that works out good, just like that. Hopefully I can get this to fit on the page. And then I've got some kids doing cartwheels on the beach, and I thought that would tuck in. All of this will be okay once I start gluing. But I thought I'd put them in there. And then I've got this picture that I thought I might slit the a little place here. Maybe cut around the sandcastle so I can slide this beach in there. I don't know. That's going to go on there. Then I got this cool light thing here, so I can move the kids over a little bit or down, and I can put this little light fixture in here, and it just looks kind of rustic. And so the white won't actually be real visible by the time I add all these in. So I just do it kind of a rough fitting together. And then I had this colors that I thought I could slide behind. Actually, that would go on first, but just to kind of fill in any area toward this top corner. And then I've got a bag to just kind of prop there. And I got a little straw hat to put on the chair. And then I thought I'd put fabulous down here. And then this one says, grab a spot. And I thought I'd just stick that on the front of the cushion. So that's my plan. So now let's see if we can put it together on the page and have it all fit. I'll just slide these over maybe. And I found out last night another one of my high school classmates passed away. So that's 2 people age 59 to die within 2 weeks. So I'm just a little floored by that because they're so young. And I know they both had some grandkids, but 59. We need to at least make it to 60. And I only had like 121 people in my high school graduating class. So we're dwindling quickly. I hope nobody else passes away before I can go to New York and see some of them again. All right, I'm going to pick my biggest pictures up first. So that'd be the chair and this here. I want to just see how these are going to fit on here. That one. And see, I need to come farther over with the sand castle. All right, I'm going to go ahead and glue the sand castle in because he seems to be my biggest issue. I might try to straighten this up just a little bit since it's going in the middle of the book. If I can go straight. All right. And if it goes past the top and the bottom, that's okay because we will fix that in a little bit. And I was thinking the white piece. Give me that white piece. And I think I'll tuck it in behind here. And I have plenty of space there. I'm going to need something over here to kind of hide that. So I might cut the white bit off from here. All right, I'm going to just tack the edge of this onto this. So just to kind of hold it together. So I'll just put a little glue, as they say. And I'll just line the top and the bottom up. And we'll just kind of tack that I can glue it better in a minute. There's now some glue on there. Okay. Move my pieces over here. And then I can bring in another piece of wax paper that I can do my gluing on. The apple pie was delicious. I left it on the counter overnight. I figured with that much sugar in it, it wouldn't spoil. But what happened is the moisture from the apples went in the topping. So now the topping isn't crunchy like it was yesterday. So I'll just have to stick it in the oven when we want another piece or so. And I'll crisp the top back up. I'm not a pro at the glue stick. That's for sure. It was very good. It's way sweeter than we're used to having because I reduced the sugar in my regular apple pie, but for some reason I wanted a Dutch apple pie yesterday, so that's why I made it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And do like, come on. I worry about getting too much near the center because it won't be good if you get too much right up on those stitches. There we go. And I'll trim any excess away. And if I missed a spot gluing it down, I'll fix that later too. So I'm just gluing that in place. Let's see, it's wanting to come up because I didn't get enough glue right there. I think who's a pro at the glue stick is Ann Lahr. She can glue a whole lot better than I can with the glue stick. So if you missed Dee Dee Willingham this morning, she was sharing books and things. And I was going to say, if Kathy Cowell shows up, Dee Dee showed a coloring book that has books in it. Like, it looks like a library. It's like a whole coloring book of shelves. And it made me think of Kathy Cowell's library book that she's working on. So if somebody sees her pop in, try to get my attention so I can tell her about it. Maybe she'll catch it in the replay. All right, I want my chair now. Just to check it out here. I could actually bring this over so that the plant hangs off. I've got enough space there. The only thing is I got a little bit of space right there. I'll come back in a little bit. I'm just testing. 1, 2, 3. All right. I think we can make that work. But there was some things I wanted to put on before I glue that chair down. And I want to put this on this edge here. And this is kind of just a strip of all of most of the colors that I have. So if you take a picture like this, and then you look for other images that have the same colors, like here's that yellow again, and the straw hat's that yellow again, and the kids are in the beachy colors. So if you look for all the kind of things that have similar colors, a page comes together so quickly, and somebody else did the whole combination for you. Magazines are a great way to get your color combinations. Even if you just we did that once where we took a picture and then we went through our paints and stuff like Gina does and we started a little bit of that in one of the journals we did, the summer journal, I think. What did we do? We did spring and we did fall, right? So we ought to do a summer one this year. So we can have all 4 seasons with little journals that we made together. That would be fun. And I'm just going to put this up in here. And this is just like some paint samples from some company. And then I wanted to hang this thing up here just because I like how it looks. It's actually a light fixture, but I'm using it just to fill in space. And it's the same colors. Did we do summer? So maybe we need to do fall and winter. We'll wait until fall and do another one. I can see my spring one, but I'm not seeing the fall. Or maybe it was summer we did. I think I see the other one. So maybe we need fall and winter. I don't know. We'll figure it out before that gets here. I'm going to put this all the way to the top. Just some magazine collage. And now I think I'm going to put this here. But I think I want the kids. Maybe we'll just put the kids down here so they overlap the sandcastle a little bit and cover that little white spot I got. And then I have this here that I need to go somewhere. Maybe we'll just plop that over the planters. And then I can put the purse on top of it. So it's looking like we need to put the kids down next. So they're like, the edge of this goes right at that hump there. That'll give me a place to aim to. All right. So Janet Nash said we did summer and then we did spring. So this year we'll do fall and winter. So I need to start making notes of things that we can do. And I'll look up some unique page construction for us. Maybe I can find something new that we haven't done together yet, which I think that's going to be kind of hard to do because I think one of us or all of us have done a variation of anything and everything out there. My prompts are autumn ready. I'm going to put the kids right there. So there we got the kids. That's where I was going to put fabulous. So I'll have to put the fabulous at the top. All right. So like this. I'm not going to worry about that not being just right. Or I can get some of my filler that I have an envelope that's just of filler papers right here. Maybe there's something in here that we can snitch. This is just kind of blue. And if I take just a piece of this, like that, I can fill in that spot that's not going to cover the paper up. I'm trying to cover all of the lined paper when I can. Excuse me, burping here. Not very ladylike. So I'll stick that in there. You guys can see. Okay. And now I'll put my chair on. I'm going to fold this again so that I don't have glue exposed. So I can glue this big thing on. Hi Pam. I'll give you guys a sneak peek of one of my frugal sews. I used a free pattern, and I'll give more of a review of that, and I'll show it to you all on Friday, and I'll do a Friday sews. I don't do them at Friday sews every week, so that's why I haven't even joined the group on Facebook, because I'm not regular enough to be one of the regulars. But I do a Friday sews every once in a while if I've sewn something. I don't think it's mandatory that you have to do one every week to be part of the group, but I just think it would be nice. Oops, not low enough. Got to come down farther. Don't stick. Don't stick. Not yet. Not yet. I got to make sure I'm covering the paper down here. All right. So we're going to say good enough. I'm not going to try to pull it up again. I think we got the paper covered. If not, I'll ink it and make it look like it's supposed to be like that, right? And that's why I put the wax paper between the two pages so that I can get stuff back off. I need to wipe my fingers. All right. All right, so we got just the little things left to glue on. I've got this other kind of beachy scene, which I thought I'd put down here. I'd like to leave as much of that plant showing as I can. And then I was going to put this bag on here. So I'm going to put this on just like that. What is that? Oh, that's just a piece of something I cut off, getting distracted. I hope you guys don't mind me doing these shorter videos on Wednesdays. I'm trying to stay an hour or less, just so they're shorter. And I'm trying to come up with ideas for projects that we can work on in 1 hour segments. Or I could get you started and you could work on it and then we could get back together. And I'll give you a sneak peek in just a minute. But I've got to get a picture of myself wearing the dress, because you have to post a picture to participate in the challenge on Instagram. And that's got to be done for Friday, because I don't think we're supposed to show the finished things really until Friday over on Instagram. I'll put my bag there. And I will put the little hat on there. And it's so small, I'm just going to kind of smear it like this. And then stick it on the chair. If I can get it to come off my finger. And then I've got the grab a spot. Grab a spot. It can go right there. Oh, and we need to put the date on it. I'll let it dry before I trim the page. And then I'll give you the sneak peek of my dress. And what's interesting about this dress is there's a lot of unfinished edges, and that's on purpose. It's called the Faye dress, like fairy, Faye. And it's not your everyday dress, that's for sure. It's not. I'll wear it every day, but it's not something anybody else around here would probably wear. But I love it. Aw, thank you, Janet. All right, so there's our page. Let me grab my date stamp and fiddle with it because I've got to get it to the right date. If I can locate it quickly. There it is, next to the gnome. Let's see what date is on it. It says March 13th. So we know it's not the 13th anymore. So we need it to be 29. So I need a 9, and it's on 3, 4, 5. No, where's that? Oh, I missed it. Let's see. No, that's not it either. 29, March 29th, 2023. We'll put it over here. And now it'll have to sit somewhere and dry because this ink on magazine paper takes forever to dry. Put that back in there with the glue sticks. And I'll move this. And I'll get Gretchen and bring her over because she's wearing the dress right now. All right, let me go out. Like I said, this is going to be a quick day. Hi, Kimberly 557. And if you do a magazine scene, post it in my group if you would, or on Instagram and tag me at Becky Carr McCauley. That's me over on Instagram. I'm trying to get to the utility to back the camera back out, or you're never going to be able to see this dress. All right. So, sneaky peek of the dress, not on me, but here. And excuse the crud in the background. So, that's pretty good. You can see it's got a pocket, so I have a place to put my phone. This trim here, it's not showing up true to color. It's more green than it is blue. So the ruffle, you just do a zigzag along the edge and then you leave it so it frays. So this will all fray, and the hemline will fray as well. It's been zigzagged. It didn't quite meet up here, and I thought about trying to just, trim it smooth. I might still do that and then put another zigzag down. Because when I wash this is gauze. So it's going to fray and look so cool when it's done. Now on the top up here, you put a little bit of, and you were supposed to use the gauze for the pocket as well. But I thought the cotton that I was using for the accent would last longer as a pocket than the thin gauze. And this is very thin, so I might have to wear like a slip or something under it. So I'm thinking I need to make a gauze or cotton slip to wear under this dress. And if I back up a little bit, you can see the bottom's kind of a handkerchief bottom. And then on this side of the skirt, you don't have a ruffle. You have like this little tab of cotton fabric that sticks out here just to give a pop of color on the side. And then if you turn her around, the instructions, this is the thing. If you go for a free pattern on the internet, remember it's free and the instructions will be kind of half-baked. The instructions for this are very half-baked. They're still raw in the middle. But anyway, this flap here was supposed to be made out of the gauze. So it should have been this, but I had it all sewn and serged, so I was not going to pull it back apart. And then this piece up here, you leave this edge raw so it gets all like frayed. And the neckline is bound with the gauze binding. And then the armholes, you just zigzag around. Now, there's supposed to be 3 little pleats right here. I didn't put them in because of the way they were drawn on there. I was really confused. So I just left it, and I think by leaving it, I have just enough room for me. So it fits me. I really like how it looks, and I know I'm going to love how it feels when it's 114 degrees here. And it does get that hot here. So anyway, that's the dress. You guys got the first peek of it. And the white sheet that I had, I've got that tunic cut out, and it's by the same designer. So I'm sure it'll have a lot of unfinished edges, but that's the look of her items, which I kind of liking the idea of having the frayed edges. We'll see how this gauze holds up. Anything I make for myself, I'm going to use the washing machine, but I'm not going to put my stuff in the dryer. I'm going to hang it to dry. So I'm going to put Gretchen back in the corner where she stays most of the time. There we go. So that is that. I really like it. Oh, and I was cleaning up the other day, and I came across my avocado pattern. So what I did is I made 20 avocados today. And instead of leaving them like this, I kept this as my sample. I inked the edges this time, and it makes them look even more like an avocado. So I've got 20 of these. So I'm going to do 3 groups of 3, and I'm going to do a little giveaway, and I'll have 3 winners. So if you've never won anything from me, this is your chance. Also, if you want more avocados, I made this sheet up, and if you go to my community tab, you can print this off on sticker paper and cut them out and just use them. And Kathy above, it's Faye, F-A-E. It's the Faye dress. And if you look at it and try to understand the instructions, all I can say is good luck, because wow, they're really out there. And I'll get my phone and we'll do a random number, or what is it where they give you a list of numbers? Oh, my dress form. Her name is Gretchen. Gretchen. So I'm going to give away 3 to 3 different people. All right. So I'm going to put go in here, and you all give me a number between 1 and 100. And the first 3 that are close to the first 3 numbers, I'm trying to remember what that's called, where you have a list of the numbers. Okay. Well, I'll just do it 3 times. Random number generator. This one I've never used before. It's already got 1 to 100 in it. Is that all it's going to play? You can hear the clock ticking. Yeah, that's my cat clock. It's supposed to meow on every hour, but it drives Scott completely zonkers. So I can't turn the meow on. So I didn't even put a battery in for the noise because it drives him crazy. All right. Is that everybody? All right. I'm going to put in the stop. So let's generate. First number is 85. So that's Sharon Lombard. And I have a scrap of paper here. So the number was 85 and Sharon had 80. Sharon Lombard. And then we'll hit generate again. It did 89. Everybody's under that. Generate again. 80. What does it do with the 80s? 49. Kathy Whitney. 49 and 49. Kathy Whitney. Get some avocados. And then one more. 55. 55. So is it Heather Nolan with 35? The number's 55. Heather, I'll need your address. Are you in any of the groups? 55. Or do I need, hang on just a sec. Let me see something. Let me do top chat, live chat. Okay, make sure I haven't missed anybody. Yeah, I think it's because Kathy's already won. Heather Nolan with 35. You're kind of new? Okay. If you're on Instagram, you can PM me over there. On Facebook, over there too. Or if you're in any of the groups and your address is in any of them, you just have to let me know which one. Most everybody knows Beth, so I don't know. So there's my avocado winners, and of course you'll each get one of my handmade cards because it's kind of included. And for anybody that didn't win anything of these avocados, there's the freebie on the community tab that you could print these off on a sticker paper, and that's an option too. Okay, so I'm going to let you guys go. That was a quick, less than 30 minutes to do the actual page. I'll trim this when everything's good and dry, and then I'm going to start clear coating my pages with the Delta ceramic coat stuff. All right. I will talk to you guys later. Have a great day. Bye.